Hello, everybody. This is Chi here, coming at you on a beautiful Wednesday. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not outside today, and I'm in a new location. I'm actually back in the engineering building of the university that I used to go to, West Virginia University. Good time. It's been an interesting day. We've had an interesting day in the stock market. Tesla is just taking an absolute beating. But you can see you'll be able to see some of the stuff that I was able to do to save my account. Unfortunately, I'm still ending up down because of some of the other plays, but we'll take a look at that stuff. So let's go here. Wait, I forget the key. Oh, there it goes. The shortcut to look at stuff. Okay, look at this. Tesla. Sorry, this is Apple right here. So you're seeing, so what I needed, actually, let me show you my account first here. What are we doing? All right, so you can see my account. We're at 1,800. We're down about 100. Well, you saw my account yesterday. It said 2,200. I did spend some, so I bought some books. But if we look at today, we're down almost $83. And that's not because of Tesla. Or it's partly because of Tesla. But the main thing, it's because of Apple. Apple went the other way. And Apple earnings actually went well. So one of the things that I should have gotten out of was this, I don't know, at the beginning of the week, it looked like Apple was going to pop over 140. And I got this 140 call. I should have gotten out of this 140 call. Looks like I'm probably going to have to play these a little bit shorter term, depending on the call. But the Apple went the other way. So we were trading with Apple around 133 most of the day. You look at this, 133. It was just a nasty day for Apple. I was very surprised. Down here at 133 the entire day, and then they had their earnings call. It popped up. It did go up to 139 in after hours after the earnings, which is good. And then, of course, it dropped down. The thing with options is, though, you can't trade options after hours. There might be some magic thing that I don't know about, but you can't trade options in Robinhood. 100%, you can't trade it after hours. So we're going to have to wait until tomorrow. I expect there to be some sort of pop. You know, we had this nice, beautiful curve from the after hours, so I expect it to keep going up, especially with the good earnings. And Biden, yeah, the Fed came out today, the Federal Reserve that came out today, and the guy talked, they're keeping the same exact policy, which we expected. We don't expect any changes. The economy has not recovered. They are going to keep, I don't even know why we're listening to this guy speak. He's going to say the same thing for the next year, minimum. He's going to say this unless there's a crazy, unless inflation really hits. So we didn't really get anything special from him. Biden will speak in the evening today, and I believe he's also speaking tomorrow. He's speaking today, primetime, about spending, and then he's going to speak. I think he's going to speak tomorrow. He's going to have an address. So we're going to get some more information. Hopefully he doesn't completely destroy the market with his. The market does not respond well to his infrastructure plan. They really were not happy. No, it wasn't that. It was his tax thing. They were not happy about his tax thing. And I don't care. I don't have $1 million, so I'm not affected. God knows we're not going to pay more taxes. But I'm mad just because the market's going down, and I am trying to make money. You can make money as the market goes down by buying puts, but still, we're good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So what I did here, I have a couple Teslas that I moved to next week. So I was actually able to get a little bit more premium. So a little bit more money. So I was able to sell a contract for a little bit more money and move it to next week. So I didn't lose money on these. They are down, but I didn't lose money on them. I moved them to next week. And by doing that, I limited. I'm not going to lose this week. I completely moved all my risk. So now we only have, for this week, we only have these 720, 715s. And then we have the 700, 695. So these are the opposite. I have a credit spread and I have a debit spread. So if we go into Friday and these two both are still active, I'll sell the debit spread and break even, which was something that was possible. I'm actually still going to make $200 or $300 from next week because of these spreads that I did. But for this week, the way that I played it, I will break even. I should have, I knew that Tesla was gonna fall. I did know it, and I bought that debit spread first, but I got greedy. That's what happens when you get. So I was gonna get greedy, and I got this 727.15 because Tesla was flying, man. Tesla was going up there, and ultimately, we take the L, so we break even. I would have made an extra 300, but it says plus 91, but by Friday it would say plus 300. It is what it is. The real L's here are the Teslas. The real L's here are the Teslas. I am not. Oh, sorry, the apples. The apples were plus. These were, if you remember yesterday, these things were getting in. These things were plus. These things were in the money, and then Apple went the other way, and we're not looking at. It's not very fun. So we'll see. The market. These prices. This whole graph thing will update at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, and then we'll see some of the money bounce back. This call is in the money, so we'll see that come back. Palantir also, we had some problems. What's Palantir doing? I was not happy to see Palantir. Yeah, Palantir's at 23.81. So these two calls are still in the money. We have a 23 call, that's in the money, and 23.81. The 24 call is still very close to the money, and these expire next week. I fully expect, especially with a good Biden address, as long as he doesn't fuck us again, I fully expect to make money off of these as far as next week goes. This is going to be an L. This 4.5, it's just an L. There's nothing to say about it. I don't know. It's just an L. Shouldn't have bought it. Whatever. $32. Probably just get rid of it tomorrow. Take the L. Is there anything else that we should go over? Yeah, we got the CCL. It's still hovering around that $10 mark. It's good. We have these SPCEs. Those are the two calls that I picked up from that group that I told you about. This Breadbox options. Breadbox. I think they have a promo code. Like, if you want it, message me or put it in the comments if you're interested, because they have like a 1 week free trial, so you can try some of these out. And if you get my code or something, then you can get money off, and maybe you can get a longer free trial. I'll make some money. Just put in the comments if you're interested in the Breadbox options thing. But these are the two calls that I picked up off the Breadbox options, and as you can see, they're both still in the money. They were a lot higher this morning. I believe I was plus 70 on the combination of them. They've dropped a little bit. Today the market just kind of relaxed down. The market relaxed in a downward direction today. That is all we're going to talk about with the market. Today, with my personal address, what am I going to talk about? Oh, I'm going to expand a little bit on my topic from yesterday. And I'm going to go into enjoying things that aren't necessarily enjoyable. And it goes into this concept with letting go. Letting go of things that normally would upset you. For me, that manifested itself in work. Often with my job, people get anxious about such small things. They get anxious about whether, and I'm also dealing with old people. And for some reason, these people do not know how to use these basic websites. They don't know how to use Excel. They don't know how to use these websites, and they ask me these questions, and sometimes I hear these questions, and I look at them and I'm like, do you really have this question? Are you asking me seriously, or are you asking for the sake of it? What's the purpose of this? Or I even got an email after hours where this girl is asking I just they ask questions and they do things that I would just never ask and I would never do. Of course, the world shouldn't be like me. If the whole world was like me, we would all be fucked. Of course. That being said, it is strange. And if I grabbed onto the feelings of my body, I still feel my body. Guys, I still live in this body. This is my body that is identified as chi. I still live in this thing. And my body does not like it. My body is very annoyed with these people. I get a tightness in my chest. If I was using my body, I would look at them funny. I would say, what is wrong with you? But for me, listen, I let it go. I let the thoughts, I let it slide through, and I enjoy. Every time I see a email or somebody calls me out of the blue and they're having a conversation with me about some nonsense, I let it go. I just let it go. I let the experience of the present moment carry me away from the bullshit. And it's helped. It's helped. I would say even with my Russian lesson, I started taking Russian lessons a few weeks ago. And my goodness, learning another language, it can be, for me, it's very frustrating. I'm not the type of person that likes to sit in a classroom. I can't say I don't like to learn. I do like to learn, but something about learning languages, it just irks me. It doesn't make me feel great. I don't like it. And as a result, sometimes whenever I'm in this in the lesson, the girl will correct me, and my body has a reaction. Again, usually in the chest. It gets real tight, and it just reacts. And in the past, I actually felt this feeling a lot over the past, in my life, just in general. And you could call it anxiety. I used to get this feeling whenever, like right before I would approach a girl I liked. I would get this feeling when I lost a lot of money. I would get this feeling when I didn't know the answer to a test, or when I had 30 billion things that were due on Friday, and it was 11. It was like I do at 11:59 on Friday, and it's 11:30. I would get this feeling, and you really do have a choice in that moment where you can take. Even I have that feeling a little bit right now. You can go into that feeling. You can feel the bad. You can give that bad feeling energy. It's not even a nuanced topic, but it's something that maybe it doesn't make sense to people unless they experience it, or unless they are in the same place that I am, or that people are in general. It may not make sense, but if you give that thing energy, you will die in a figurative sense, and maybe even a literal sense in some situations. You can't give bad feelings energy. That's how I've been living for the past week since I finished this book. So you're looking at a freshly spiritualized man. But you can't give bad feelings energy. That was one of the things that I was looking at my life, and that's one of the things that genuinely changed from when I was young to now. When I was younger, when I was growing up, not growing up, like when I was 20, let's say 20, 21, 22, 23, I did not give bad feelings any energy. And believe me, I had so many issues. I was in so much debt, and I still am. But I hope I didn't talk about this yesterday, by the way. But I was in so much debt, and I still am. And I just didn't think about it. I remember I would just think. I remember like I would pay my rent, and I would just think like, I have $15K in debt, but I'm gonna go out tonight and dance and I'm gonna meet girls. I'm still gonna do it. And it was this weird, like you have this. It was like you always have this feeling around you. It's somewhere. It's in your head. You always have this thought. But if you don't give it energy, you can enjoy yourself. Your body, the society, whatever it is, they instill you do all of the experience of your life create this psyche, create these emotions, create these thoughts that, and your brain gets in the habit of thinking all of these different thoughts, all of these different things. And a lot of those are negative. A lot of those aren't good. A lot of those aren't something that you want to engage with. And you do have a choice. You have a choice. I will say, sometimes that feeling like stays, like it sits there. It sits on your shoulder. It really is like a, devil on the shoulder, angel on the other thing. Like it stays there and you feel it. You feel that feeling on your chest. You feel that feeling in your heart. You feel that on your shoulder. You feel it in your mind. You feel that little evil tugging on you. Always like, yeah, man, hey, you feel bad. You got that debt. Hey, man, you're not successful yet. Hey, man, your friend just did all that stuff. What are you doing? Hey, your friend just got that girl. Look at him. He's so good at talking. And look at you standing in the corner. What are you doing? Oh, you got that person last week. You have all these thoughts, and they all are thrown at you. And that's what I would, listen, I'm not religious by any means, but I would say that is the devil. That is negative. The devil is negative energy, negative thoughts. And this is, and this is one of the funny things about spirituality, and it's one of the funny things about Buddhism, and even this book that I was reading, Untethered Soul by Michael, is that you can reinterpret a lot of the modern religions through this light, through this vein. And you can reinterpret a lot of the thoughts, a lot of the messages through this light, and they make a lot more sense in that way. There's a thing called the Serenity Prayer. Can I Google it? The Serenity Prayer. No, I know it. I know it enough. I've been alive long enough. The Serenity Prayer goes as this, and you can Google this. It goes, Lord, give me the strength to change the things that must be changed, to ignore the things that cannot be changed, and the wisdom to know the difference. Something like that, in as much words. That's beautiful. But it also had nothing to do with what I was just talking about. That's how my brain goes. Oh, fuck. Okay. Where are we? I don't remember where we're at, but I think we're good. The devil is negative. That's where I was. The devil is negative energy and negative thoughts. And he, if you want to personalize it like that, because maybe it helps some people to personalize it, will constantly try to get you to sin. I would say sin is also negative energy. Sin as a concept, to me, is attaching to negative energy, is giving negative thoughts energy. That's what sin is. That's being sinful to me. So if you don't give negative thoughts energy, then, you're a very religious person. Let me see. I think I have some actual, let me see. I have some thoughts here. I have some messages. Okay. Good. I think the main thing with work, it's not even that there's nothing wrong with the people. It's just that my body doesn't enjoy it. I enjoy it. I smile. I enjoy it. But my body doesn't. And my body has a reaction whenever I see some of these things. It'll be fine though. We'll get through it, man. Don't give any negative thoughts energy in your head or your heart as it goes. Don't give negative thoughts energy. That's my message for the day. Y'all have a fantastic day, week. Y'all have a fantastic day. Hopefully we all make money. It's Thursday. We got 2 more days till the options are over. I don't know if I don't know if I'll do another video before Friday. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow at the beginning. Or maybe I'll do one at market open. That would be fun. We'll go live. No, I won't go live. Yeah, y'all have a good day.